When building mathematical models, regression is a method by which a functional relationship in the real world may be described by a mathematical model, which may then, like all models, be used to explore, describe, or predict trends in the relationship. In the formula for multiple regression, y, the thing to predict, equals m times x plus b. When using these math techniques, it's a symphony of music, a harmony, but it's in the form of algorithms. Such algorithms operate by building a model based on inputs and using that to make predictions or decisions. In Mark, chapter 12, a scribe asked Jesus, "What is the greatest commandment of all?" And Jesus answered him, "The first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength." In Deuteronomy 6, verse 4, a very similar scripture, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. And you shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might." Looking at these two verses that are the same, but yet they're a little different. In Hebrew, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. And this is the important part. This is the very first thing he said. Jesus said, "And you shall love your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might." Now the sum total Hebrew gematria letter value is 2,854. The Deuteronomy version, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord, our God is one Lord. And you shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might." Now the sum total Hebrew gematria letter value here is 2855. That is exactly, this has a difference of 1 between the two verses that are very similar, but they do have different wording, and there is only a difference of 1. On the news, we are witnessing doctors using the models made by statisticians to predict the virus, potential outcomes. They are predicting the future using data that is provided on a daily basis and will affect the model using an XY graph, the Y being the thing to predict, and the X is the variables that are used to predict the future trends. The algebraic formula that is used by these mathematicians and statisticians. The thing to predict equals m times x plus b. When the models are run, each time the data is updated, you're trying to achieve a result that is closest to 1. Each time, you don't want to be 1, but you want to be close to it. And this is an example of what you're looking for to develop a mathematical model. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. The triangle number formula is the triangle number divided by 2 times the triangle number plus 1. Star n triangle number 37. The 37th triangle number is 703. That equals and the earth from Genesis 1 verse 1 in Hebrew. Triangle number divided by 2, 18.5, multiplied the triangle number plus 1, 703. The 73rd triangle number is 2701. That equals the value for Genesis 1 verse 1 in Hebrew. 37 times 73 equals 2701. The 73rd triangle number. The Lord our God, the Lord is one. The star number formula, 6 times the star number minus 1 plus 1. Sun, in Hebrew, Samesh, has a sum total Hebrew gematria letter value of 640. Moon, Yareth, has a sum total Hebrew gematria letter value of 218. Earth, Eretz, has a sum total Hebrew gematria letter value of 291. It begins with Aleph, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, having a value of 1. This represents God in the ancient Odiot. And in Greek, Alpha, which science uses to explain our existence in the universe. Log values can be used on the XY axis when the numbers are very big. Log values utilize the E-constant natural logarithm. The moon, earth, and sun, their diameter in kilometers, have log values that can be plotted on an XY graph. The moon, earth, and sun's diameter in kilometers, the log values correlate on an XY graph with the Hebrew gematria name for the celestial bodies of the moon, earth, and sun. The sun has a diameter in miles of 864,000. The moon's diameter is 2,160 miles, and the earth has a diameter of 7,920 miles. The log value of the diameter of the moon, earth, and sun in miles has a direct correlation with the Hebrew gematria value for the names of the celestial bodies, moon, earth, and sun, in Hebrew on an XY axis. The moon, earth, and sun's diameter in miles have a log value that on an XY axis correlates exactly with the Hebrew gematria value for the name of the celestial bodies. Forming a linear relationship.
Thanks for watching my creator's video. This has been a Righteous Robbie production, The Righteous One.